We zijn onderweg tussen de grote hallen door naar het interview met Drew van HTC. Met hem gaan we praten over de nieuwe toestellen die aangekondigd zijn. Onder andere de HTC Desire 816 en over zijn werk. Hij is designer, User Experience designer bij HTC. Hij ontwikkelt onder andere HTC Sense. En zoals je ziet lopen we op de lopende band. En moeten wat netjes wachten op iedereen die hier doorgaat. Het interview met de HTC. We zitten hier wederom op de ontzettend drukke HTC-stand in Barcelona en we zitten samen met Drew Bamford. Hij is van HTC en is onder andere belast met de ontwikkeling van de User Experience, dus ook Sense op HTC. We gaan eerst met hem praten over de nieuwe HTC 816 en daarna gaan we even kijken naar Sense. Drew, hi.
Hi there.
Thank you for your time. In your left hand there's a new device. Tell me about it.
This is the Desire 816. This is our new Desire product line that's going to bring the incredible craftsmanship and precision and attention to detail that we're known for with the HTC One to a broader audience.
It looks great. A very distinctive color, I may say. Is it red or coral?
Coral. That's
coral.
right.
Okay. What can you tell us about the device?
The most important thing about the device is that it has all of the design features of the HTC One, from the beautiful industrial design to all of the features you expect with HTC Sense, things like blink feed, things like our automatic highlight videos in the gallery. But it's coming at a mid-range price tier, so it's available to more people.
Yeah. So the mid-range price tier doesn't include metal. That's understandable. So it's kind of plastic.
It's a polycarbonate body. But what we're doing is we're really respecting the material to do beautiful design even in plastic, right? So, yeah. For example, this is not painted. It's not a painted body. The color is intrinsic to the plastic. And we've got different finishes. The back is a very glossy surface, but the side has a very nice matte finish. And then some of the details are also very beautiful, like the touch points, the buttons, also the camera bezel are machined aluminum, and the buttons are even anodized to match the plastic with a nice machine detail that brings out the highlight on the edge.
So it's important to say it's not just plastic.
That's right, it's not just plastic, this is beautiful plastic.
Oh, great. It's a mid-range device. What's the screen size?
This is a 5.5 inch screen. And so this is the largest Desire product. We'll have, I think we also announced one of our smaller products today, which is this week, which is a 4.5 inch display.
Yeah, the 610, I believe, the Desire 610. Okay, I saw your profile on Twitter, and it says Sense. So your job is enhancing the user experience on the HTC devices and working on Sense. Is that correct?
That's right. What we're doing is we're building on the power of Android, but focusing on bringing value to our customers in areas that we think are most important to them. So, for example, with Blink Feed, what we're trying to do is provide a more responsive home screen experience, a home screen that really brings information to you so that you don't have to jump in and out of applications. And for example, with our imaging experience, what we're trying to do is make it easier to capture those important moments in life with things like HTC Zoe, with our highlight videos. So really trying to optimize for the most important kinds of scenarios that you find yourself using your mobile phone in.
Yeah. On our website, our viewers, our readers voted the Sense as the best layer on top of Android. The best layer is no layer in my opinion, but when you use a layer, it's HTC Sense. Take me a little bit through the process, how you develop the layer. Every year there's change. We see a lot of lesser noise in it, more abstract. Is this from interviewing customers, or how do you do that?
Yeah, absolutely. We're really, the customer comes first for us, right? So we're talking a lot with our customers and finding out what's important to them in the way they use their phone, and trying to solve their everyday problems. So for example, one of the problems we've been working on is how do you get more quickly to the information that's important to you, right? And our new home screen design that we released in Sense 5 is a great example of that. And we're going to keep pushing the boundaries on that as we go into the future.
Future. Great topic. So from now on, let's say we meet again next year. What will the future bring us? I understand you can get too specific about HTC, but in general, you're a designer or a specialist, so you think like 3 years ahead. What will be our experience with devices like HTC?
I think the great thing is you won't have to wait 3 years or even a year. On March 25th, we're going to have a lot more to talk about with some new experiences that I think you'll be very excited about. And really what we're doing there is capitalizing on the experiences that have been successful in HTC Sense 5 and 5.5 and really taking them to the next level. So faster access to the information that's important to you, a more responsive experience that understands you and anticipates your needs, and then more ways to express yourself with your phone.
But it's a kind of a weird, it's not weird trend going on with all these big brands, is that the flagships tend to look like exactly one another. You know, S4, S5 are more or less the same. X1, X2 from Sony, more or less the same. Is this what we can expect more or less with the 25th in March announcement?
I think what we aim to do at HTC is capitalize on the design DNA that's part of our product. So for example, you'll see in the HTC Desire range, we have the signature front-facing speaker grille. And it doesn't look identical to the current HTC One, but you can identify that DNA. It's much the same way you might identify a BMW by the kidney grills, yeah. Right? These are our kidney grills. And so you'll see us carry forward some of that DNA, some of our craftsmanship, attention to detail, beautiful metal construction, but we'll take it to the next level. So I think it'll feel like something fresh, something new, but respecting the integrity of our design DNA also.
I'm very curious. Last question is the whole wearable trend. In my opinion, we see a lot of wearables, but they're coming too fast. Because I can get them on my wrist, the closure is not good. It feels not kind like a bracelet, but like I'm wearing plastic. As a designer, what are your thoughts about that?
We think wearables are a very exciting category. We've said publicly that we're working on wearables. We have been for some time. The reason we haven't released one yet is we want to do it right. So I think you'll see us bring out some wearables when we feel we've actually gotten to the right point in terms of craftsmanship, design, integrated experiences. That's what we're aiming for. We want it to feel like a natural part of your everyday life rather than a new gadget.
So 2014 will be a great year for HTC.
Absolutely. I think there's some exciting things coming from us. Watch this space.
Let's make an appointment for next year and see what's coming from that, okay?
Sounds
good. Thank you, Drew.
Thank you.